I think that the best way to get started with PCB design is to use Fritzing. I suppose that all of you, or most of you at least, would have Fritzing or probably know what I'm talking about if you've been following my course, Arduino SBS. I've been using Fritzing to design all the breadboard schematics. Fritzing contains a capability, it's got a feature that allows you to convert all your breadboard designs straight into a PCB. It gives you two layers to work on, so you've got top and bottom. It's got auto routing, which is very handy, at least to get started with getting a first layout of your connections. It allows you to customize those connections. Eventually you can export your PCB design into a set of files that most fabrication labs around the planet can accept and use, so they can make your PCBs for you. Let's go ahead and have a look at how to use Fritzing to create your first PCB. I'm going to use this as my starting point. So I've got the voltage regulator, got the two capacitors, and the wiring done. Now in Fritzing, you can see that we've been working on the breadboard view, but up here there's a couple of other tabs. There's the schematic view that shows you a schematic diagram of the components. You could ignore that, or if you could just do your design in the schematic view instead of the PCB as well. So those views are interchangeable. And then you also have the PCB view. So any changes that you make in any of these tabs, in any design type, reflect in the other design types. So if I add a new component, have also shown up. You can barely see the wires. Okay. Now something that is not showing on the breadboard is a connector or a jack. I'd like to be able to connect the input power to my power supply using a battle jack perhaps. So I could I'll go back to the breadboard and look for it. So what I need is a power jack. So hopefully a 5.5 millimeter. Yep, this would do it. That's pretty standard. So I'm going to put that. I'll put it here. Actually, yep. All right. So this top jack, you can see it says power pin number 3. So I'm going to connect that as input. So that will go to my input here. Make it red and just adjust it so that it doesn't overlap with other wires. I'll make it go around. Oops, sorry, it's incorrect. Okay, like that, and like that. And then there's also the ground. So yep, you can see it says ground. Pin number 1, so I'm going to connect that here. Connect the black. And tidy up a little bit. Okay, check the schematic. So there's my power jack, and it also appears on the PCB.